dreadlock rasta. No one knows me like the piano in my mother's home.
Wagwan not nation, it's that guy. In today's video we are looking at SAMPHA. SAMPHA Sasay, who uses a stage name, is a British singer, songwriter, and record producer from Morden, South London, United Kingdom. Getting right into this video, his locks have been requested from you guys more than enough times. So today we're getting right into the locks of SAMPHA. I just want to make this clear that even though some people may be free-forming their dreads, wearing headphones doesn't actually affect the growth pattern of your hair. You might think that because it is brushing down and catching on your locks and is messing with the formations, but after months of wearing headphones every day and free-forming my locks, I found that it didn't really hinder my process. In fact, it actually helped with the locking stages by causing frictions in that area. And with that being said, SAMPHA here, obviously wearing headphones quite a bit, being a record producer, singer, songwriter, recording artist, and we can see his locks are thin at some stages and thick at the others. With his headphones on right now, we can see that it pulls back some of his hair, but the front ones will stand up on end, which is exactly what happened to my locks as well, just standing up on end at the front, and the back got to be pushed down from the headphones. SAMPHA here obviously free-forming his locks. We can see this in the next picture. You can see that the front and the roots have new growth. There's no twisting, no interlocking, scarring evidence. It's strange to see that the back of his hair is so much longer than the front, but the front definitely showing some some signs of free-forming with some cylindrical, thin-looking dreads, as well as some congos and some flat dreads kind of working up as well. I find that wearing the headphones might make it push back like this momentarily after you take the headphones off, but it's nothing permanent. It's nothing permanent. Now, I do notice on his locks here, some of them are kind of balling up on the end like wool. Some of them are kind of breaking a little bit, but this is normal for his hair texture. And the new growth at the front is obviously something to look out for. If you want to freeform your hair, this is kind of the style you're going to be achieving with the new growth. SAMPHA's dreads being very Afrocentric, so his frontal lobe dreads are going to stand up on end quite a bit. Even just from this here, it has a good chance of weekendizationing. Now, you don't see too many shots from the back of your own head, especially other people. So here's a shot of SAMPHA from the back from his new music video, and we can really see some freeforms happening on the back that are quite flat, and some of them kind of cylindrical. But you do notice that the brown is taking shape in the color of his locks. This is just from the sun and the dryness at the ends, kind of transforming the color of his hair from dark brown to a lighter brown. Notice the big wick Congo happening on the right side of his head. It's starting to stand up, stand to the side, all on its own. SAMPHA's dreads looking pretty unique in the sense that they are parting on the sides and kind of creating two sort of sections of his hair. It's almost like the way Mers's dreads were parted naturally like that. This could be from just the way he sleeps at night, or just the natural curl patterns of his hair. But do note the thin cylindrical dread hanging down in front of his face. And and of course Congoing still happening on these locks. I think SAMPHA here has a great journey to follow because his locks are still in the baby stages, and there's still a lot more maturing and growth to really happen on these locks and their adventure. This shot really shows that wick and the Congo happening on the right side of his head. Seems to be his biggest Congo that he's got guaning for himself. It's kind of flat and looks to be a combination of 4 or 5 dreads or more. These sort of dreads are ones that would be considered for separation if you are trying to not have this sort of big wick look. Some people want freeforms that are wicked and congoed. Some people want freeforms that are separated. It is your choice on how far you want to go with it. Obviously, the less you touch your hair, the more confidence it can bring you, and also the wilder and the more uniqueness that it adds to your dreads and characterness as well. It almost looks like his hair has been pushed up and back with a headband, which has kind of created this look that you see now with his on the frontal lobes of his dread. At this stage, we can see a lot more nappiness, a lot more Congos happening. Even some of the dreads starting to have blunt tips, really defined dragon tips as well, or lizard tongues, where it's like a split on the end. So definitely a good phase for him to be at, just rocking the wild freeforms. I think he's got something really great going on, especially for his R&B style. As the dreads will start to get older, they will start to fall to the sides like what is happening here. It almost seems like half of his dread fro flopped while the other half is still maturing as baby dreads. So this is another one for the book to show the uniqueness for his locks, and he's still got that thin lock coming down in front of his face. That one could have been manipulated by just finger twisting it to make that so. I am a fan though of how it's parting down the center very awkwardly like that. It's a good trait to have to grow stronger confidence in your locks, like I've mentioned before. In the earlier stages of his locks, the process here seems to be very symmetrical on each side of his dreads. Either that or this is actually a self-reflection. I've been fooled. This is a reflection of one side of his face as perfect symmetry. But imagine freeform dreads were perfectly symmetrical like this. It would create really, really unique looks. But we all know that dreads won't grow in perfect symmetry like this picture here. But it is quite the artistic photograph. Big up yourself. Closing in on the nearer dates of his dreads, we can see that the frontal lobe dread is still standing on end. Had he gone to go separate it, they would probably start to fall down by now, but since the root is so thick and so strong, it's probably going to stand up on end for a while and maybe even just grow from this and fall backwards from here. So it is a great process to watch. Once again, we can even see that the little twisted dread in front of his eye has now a Congo coming out of it. It has been joined up to another dread. And some of the dreads on the side still looking pretty short, but we do see a lot of growth on the front dread and this back Congo, no doubt about it. Again, shots like this really showing the wicks and the Congo bongos happening on the side of his head. Seems to be getting a lot thicker and matting real nice. He's starting to lose the definition of the singleness of his locks, and now that they've Congoed up, they start to grow in a lot flatter and fuller for the long run. Couple shots in the sunshine, really seeing the definition of his wicks. I think these wicks are going to turn out pretty great. His hairline doesn't seem to be the fullest, but definitely doing his best with what he's got so far. And yeah, once again, I'm excited to see these wicks come into play here. A real close-up of the definition, some of his locks really showing the cylindricalness of them. Crazy to see how some freeform dreads just turn out so cylindrical on their own. And one last shot here, just looking at the back of his head. Again, you can see the ribbon-like dreads, real flat, no scarring. Real nice Congo on the top right. Definitely his dreads look a lot better from the back. So I want to know what you guys think about his locks. Favorite things, least favorite things, let me know in the comments below. And one last photo from the front, really showing the definition of that part that has seemed to be even wider now. Not really sure where the dreads have gone on the top of his head. They've all seemed to have fallen to the sides, leaving just an afro frizzy type top of a dome there. But anyways, I'm going to end this video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the dread review on SAMPHA, new R&B artist out of London, England. So definitely smash that like and subscribe button down below. I'll see you guys at 4:20 for the live stream and daily vlogs happening over on the vlog channel. Links in description. Peace out, one love, hashtag not nation. I'll see you over on Instagram. One love, brothers and sisters. I'm out. Peace.
The nation.